I slowly am learning to showcase my own femininity through, I mean, I don't know if this is feminine, but like being silly, being
Absolutely.
like me, not feeling that I have to be this professional, like stiff person.
Yeah.
Being welcoming, being
Mhm.
like, I think showing up as I am is always a practice of like, okay, I am fine. This is who I am. Like, maybe I got to pull out the masculine actually a little bit.
A little tap into
That's,
it.
yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I think embracing your duality is just always a good something.
I love it. Seen is not just a podcast, it is a movement dedicated to amplifying the voices, experiences, and stories of women shaping the film and photography industries. We're going to dive deep into the soul work that these women undertake every day to pursue their dreams, passions, and to breathe life into their creativity. And all while fostering and nurturing a thriving community among women in our field. I'm Nalani Melo, a creative photographer, director, and curator based in Los Angeles, and I am deeply honored to share this space with you as your host and creator of Seen, where women behind the lens take center stage. I am thrilled to introduce Naohmi Monroe, a native Angeleno whose passion for collaboration and a perfect cup of coffee fuels her dynamic creative journey. As a lifestyle and beauty photographer, Naohmi's work beautifully captures the intersection of beauty, culture, art, and athletics, bringing a unique and authentic perspective to every project and every frame. She has collaborated with a diverse range of brands, including Acre, Coco Kine, Under Armour, and Teva, just to name a few. Naohmi is also the co-founder of Amiga Studio, a woman-owned creative agency and studio space dedicated to championing representation in the commercial space. Her commitment to fostering inclusivity and celebrating diverse voices shines through every aspect of her work and beyond. And I am so honored to also call her one of my best friends and colleagues.
Yay.
Hi.
Hello.
So I want to always start with checking in. How's the mind, body, and spirit today?
Well, you just made me sound really cool. So things are all elevated now. I'm like, wow, that's me. But you forget sometimes like what you've done or what you've built. So it was nice to hear it described back to me. So I feel good. Mind is great. Body is great. Happy to see you again.
I know. I'm like, I just want to hug you.
Good.
Thank you so much for saying yes to coming to this space and being open to sharing more of the conversations that you and I have actually had in our own time. You know, you and I share space also in the studio, and we've worked together. I'm very proud, and I know I share this with you all the time, but I want to give you your flowers that you know, I started as an assist with you, and you really gave me the seeds or I had the seeds, you gave me the water that I needed to really pursue certain paths and passions during a big transition in my life. So thank you. And again, thank you for saying yes to this iteration of Seen.
I always got your back.
First question, Naohmi. Can you paint me a picture of the time when you knew photography was what you wanted to do? Take me there.
Okay, so this goes back to high school days. I was lucky enough in my senior year, or was it junior year? One of those, to get in the one art class that we had. It was a drawing class, and I was very excited. As the class started, I realized that drawing wasn't for me. It is not my strong suit, and while I can practice and practice, it didn't bring me joy the way I thought art would. So I brought it up to my teacher, Mr. Crockett, and I was like, okay, drawing's great. got my perspective down. Like, this is fun, but like, why don't we have any other art classes? And he was like, right before you transferred to the school, we had a lot and they all got cut. Mm. And then he said, but I have a closet full of Holga cameras. Do you want to learn? And I was like, I see those at Urban Outfitters, like, whoa.
We all know that, Urban Outfitters.
Yeah. So I was like, yes, I want to learn. He let me borrow a Holga camera, bought me my first few rolls of black and white film, developed them for me, taught me about exposure, gave me extra assignments just so I can learn, and really showed me what photography was, like how to see things, what to look for. Just start playing with that type of art. And I had fun. I, number one, thought it was super special that I had this like secret cool art assignment that I was sharing with my friends. I'm like, do you guys know about film? Like, it's so cool. And yeah, I started sharing it with others. Then we gave more people the Holga camera. And then from there, it kind of morphed into something bigger where I started the first photo club at my school. I helped the photojournalism, the yearbook club, with other projects in photography. So it kind of just started from an excitement and bloomed into, wow, I get to share this with others.
Yeah.
And like, for example, one thing that came of this is, say it was like Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. And I was like, ooh, let's do like a Valentine's Day pop-up or portrait day. And the proctor would come in all nails done and everything. She'd be ready for her photo. My friends would come all done up. The boys would get silly. Like, everyone was excited to get in front of the lens and have fun at school through photography, but I just wanted more of it. So building that type of community and that type of energy in a school setting was very exciting to me. So I just kept following it.
It's amazing. Can you describe to me the essence of community in your words?
I think the essence of community is literally what Amiga is all about, my agency and studio. It's about having someone else's back. It's about seeing someone else excited, and even if you're not as excited, if you have a little bit, push them to go after it. Like, see them, like, share with them. I think community is about uplifting each other, and thinking of the big picture.
Pun intended.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I recall that this year Amiga was the first time you guys offered the space to an emerging or photographer to do a personal project. So it reminds me of your teacher, the teacher that noticed that the system that was placed was lacking something that you needed, and rather than forcing you to do what was being told, cultivated the space for you to flourish. Can you touch a little bit about mentorship and what, if it's important to you, your experience with it?
Yeah, well, you're completely right. I think my high school teacher, Mr. Crockett, is an incredible example of what good mentorship can lead to. I never even thought about photography before he gave me the opportunity. So now I know I have a lot that I didn't have before. I have a lot of access to, like, resources. I have my studio. I have someone I can tap for various things. So with my resources, I definitely want to try to give back. Getting a studio space was a big deal for me, and still is. It is. To have a commercial space in LA is a deal.
Hustle's real.
It's a deal. But I love it. I love having the space, and I think it's 100% worth it because, while I get to do my own work there and explore my own creative ideas, I get to give back that opportunity to BIPOC artists,
Mm-hmm.
well, any artist, but right now I'm really focusing on helping BIPOC artists show up in their creativity by giving them hours to the studio space.
Amazing. Thank you for cultivating that space for us. And let's dive a little bit deeper here.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a lot of energy and strength to nurture community and nurture spaces, not just financially, but also energetically, emotionally. What are some of your personal practices or practices that you do on a daily or weekly to help you stay in this energy of nurturing and others, but you have to do it for yourself too?
Yeah. Well, I'm a big walker, so I definitely prioritize all the types of walks. I walk with you.
Yeah.
I walk with other friends. I walk with my husband. I walk alone. I always make time to walk. So that's a big one just for my mental health and clarity in general. Another thing I do in the studio specifically is before any shoot, I sage the space because I know there's been other clients there, other renters, members. So just clear it all up and we're ready to go. I also love to approach work, whether it's like whoever it is, with the customer service mindset. Like I want to be clear. I want you to feel welcome. I want you to like have the best experience ever. And I will I'm going to check if there's waters in the fridge. I'm going to check if you have the seamless you need, even if I have to drive back to the studio. Like, I care enough about you and you using the space with I want you to feel, taken care of.
We talked about the practices, but can we talk a little bit about challenges or hardships you have faced? And, in the theme of scene and being a woman in this industry, is there a memory or an experience in particular that you would like to share with the community that we're in this conversation that you want to highlight and maybe walk us through? We can explore it together.
When I first became freelance, I had 2 retainer clients. One was a farm-to-table restaurant. The other was a women empowerment clothing brand. They were both female-founded and did not empower me at all. Yes, they empowered me because they saw me as an asset to their business as a photographer, but I would always get questions like, say we were already working for 6 months and I gave them kind of like a 6-month contract. And I was ready to raise my rates. I see what type of work I'm doing for them. It's a lot more than expected. Scope has been challenged already. So I'm like, okay, let's address and refine and keep working together. And at this time, I think my monthly retainer rate was $400 a month. And I wanted to go to $600 a month. Both of them said, wow, you better be worth that. And I was shocked. I immediately was like, am I not even worth $400? Like, what's happening? So I explained to him, you're actually getting a lot already. And you think I'm on call as your, not client. You think I'm on call like your employee, but I'm not. I'm a freelancer. I own my own time, etc. So then I folded and I was like, okay, you're right. And I didn't end up getting the raise.
The raise, yeah.
So I just kept working for them and then kept hearing those comments as I worked for them for a whole other year. So I feel like during that time I was put in a box or I was given a limited belief that, one, I'm not worth making a living, number one. And you have to hustle your butt off to do so.
And I imagine that because it came from two sources at
Yeah,
the same time,
exactly.
it kind of affirmed that even more.
Yeah.
If it had been one client, then you're like, benefit. But
Yeah.
both of them at the same time might really instill that.
Yeah, definitely. And especially coming from like a women empowerment founder, that was very...
Let's talk about that.
That was very challenging. And it was like definitely more comments made like, oh, people should hire you because you're cheap. Like, I think I went through a lot of money work and mental work because of that, and had to learn how to assert myself and hold my boundaries. And there was a lot of learning in it. But I'm here now.
Yeah.
So as much as it hurt at the time, I think they came with big lessons. And I'm happy that when people come to me with these type of questions, I'm able to confidently tell them, don't listen to them.
Yeah.
That is not true. Move on.
What did you do to get past that?
Yeah, well, this is early COVID, or like right before COVID, and then like right when it happened. I was in group coaching, and I was partnered with a wonderful other photographer, and we kind of just shared our crazy limiting beliefs and always checked in with each other and held each other accountable and put a mirror to another and said, you're actually amazing.
Yeah.
They're the psycho. They're the cheap person, like not you. So I was lucky to have, accountability, coaching.
Yeah.
And through coaching, I started like mindset reframes, like affirmations and journaling. And still to this day, I like write affirmations every day. I read them every day. I can wake up feeling funky, and I just need to plug those back into the brain. So it's an ongoing practice, and I think it'll be here forever.
Yeah, and I think that's the misconception about these practices or these techniques, that it's just like do it in the moment or do it when you're in the crisis, but really living a holistic life or just adding these practices, it's always a work in progress.
When I'm busy with work and, look at my files and I'm like, ooh, I haven't done a test shoot in a while, then the thoughts go like, but I'm tired. I want to relax. Then I think to myself, like, okay, go, like, you can relax, but if you want to be a photographer, be a photographer. Like, you have everything. Why aren't you doing it? So I think like stepping back and realizing how, like, I literally have everything that I dreamed of. Why would I stop?
Yeah. I feel like that brings up scarcity mindset for me, and it's definitely something we have both explored and talked about. And, we're Latinas, and so let's explore that a little bit, because scarcity mindset's really rooted, in our culture, in our parents, in our grandparents, many whom are immigrants. Tell me a little bit about scarcity mindset from your perspective.
Well, I can tell you from, I would say in high school years when I was pursuing photography and started gaining interest to make this a career, my mom was like, cute, do it. Be a wedding photographer. Awesome. And then I quickly realized I don't want to be a wedding photographer. So in community college, one of my photo teachers was like, she shot all of the like Carl's Jr. ads and menus. Yeah. And I was amazed. I forgot that photo needs to be taken too. Yeah. So I was like, if I can work with Carl's Jr., sick. That's the name people know, right? That's big leagues. So I started making my way to commercial photography, and while it didn't end up in food, I ended up in this space. And as I started my freelance career little by little, starting with, unpaid editorials. Yeah. Spending a lot of time in that. Yeah. my parents would be like, so when are you going to like find a job that you can actually get money in and have a life? I was like, I did find it.
Yeah.
Like, I have proof in this community college. Like, she can do it. I can do it.
Yeah.
And they were scared because they've never seen it done before. They're first gen. So I get wanting to go to the traditional route and have security. I get it. I'm so lucky to not feel that I need to go traditional. I'm so lucky to have what I have and see others as proof of what I want to go after. But that doesn't take their fear away. So I was hurt, of course, of like, man, like maybe they're right. Maybe I can't make a living forever off of this. Maybe I should quit. And I don't think I ever let it stop me. I had like a little bit of a nagging fear, but I always set to prove them wrong.
Sometimes that's the energy you need. You need to prove people wrong.
Yeah. And luckily I had a lot of friends like who are
Scorpio of you.
Thank you. Luckily I have a lot of friends around me who also like love the arts and love expression, and I surrounded myself with people like that. So I just kept going after it. And yeah, there has never been another path I've been as excited about. So why would I give my life to that? You know, I've lost some people in my life who passed young, and one of them, her name was Ashley. She lived her best damn life. She was 30 or 31. I think she just turned 31. And she lived to her fullest. She enjoyed her family. She enjoyed her friends. She actually didn't pursue the career she wanted, but she was passionate and did it with her friends anyway. Like, she was getting there.
Yeah.
When I remember how short life is, I'm like, I just got to do me.
There's things we seek from those so close to us, but sometimes they don't give us what we are needing, and we have to find it elsewhere.
Yeah.
But I want to know, you've shared some other examples earlier, but when a fear pops up or a fear is being projected to you, is there an affirmation, or is there something you do to kind of like not let it stick, you know?
Yeah. Well, when it's an affirmation, I literally take the fear and put a positive affirmation against it to like
kill it.
Cancel that out. So say the fear is going back to scarcity mindset. I will never get my full day rate. Ugh.
Yeah.
My affirmation would be, I am worth my day rate. I am worth my day rate.
Yeah.
So how can I sit in that fully and root myself in that belief so that people understand I am worth my day rate? Like, period. Sure, the Latina in me wants to be like, let me get you a deal.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Of course.
But that's going to be a deal with my day rate. Okay?
Those deals have prices on them.
Yeah. It's like, how do you set yourself to not let people walk over you?
Yeah.
It's so hard to let it happen when everyone around you can feel the same. Like, ooh, I'm getting a deal over here. Or if you see some of the like e-com or lifestyle photography subscriptions.
Yeah.
$10 an image. I'm like, oh man.
Not sustainable.
I'm not competing with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I will provide you a beautiful service at my rate. Up to you.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, what is something you wish you had known, or wish you had heard to help you in your journey as an artist, as a woman, creative?
Doesn't hurt to reach out. It took me a while to get there, but I think that's how I got to where I am. I sent a lot of emails. I sent a lot of cold emails. I don't know you, but I know that you might know this. And can I buy you coffee and like learn from you? I think that putting yourself out there is hard.
Yeah.
But it's the only way you're able to be seen.
Yeah.
You know, like you have to put the chair at the table. You have to build it yourself. Maybe you have to scoot in between other people, but the only way you can get there is if you show up.
Absolutely.
So I think if I'd known, like, you don't have to be in your creative box all alone and try to figure it out on YouTube and, you know, your photo doesn't go anywhere. Like you can ask people for help. You can ask for advice. You can get coffee with other photographers you admire. It doesn't always have to be competition.
Yeah.
It's like we are creative. Like, how can you form a creative alliance? Like, how can we help each other? It goes back to the community.
I want to explore that a bit. Let's talk about competition.
Yeah.
Because culturally, socially, women have been programmed to compete against each other in all facets of life.
Yeah. Like someone who thinks we're competition, I don't think so. Like, I think we are one and the same. We are both photographers. We are both bidding on a job. We are both creating work that's aligned. Like, there's more to come. I think, again, it's like having that abundant mindset. It's like, it is what it is. Like, I am so good at letting go. I think that's definitely a strength of mine.
Yeah.
And I sometimes can get bummed, just like, oh, we lost this job because, you know, then you start making up the stories in your head.
Yeah.
And then they come back to you and they're like, you know, like it ended up being a budget thing. Like, we actually want to come back to you in the fall. We're so excited to be connected now. I'm like, okay, like actually all the stories I was telling myself was a waste of energy.
Yeah.
That's like a good reminder to check yourself, release it, and what's for you is for you. What's for you will come. So I don't have a big shout out, but I think maybe it'll come to me. But
well, let's go to the light.
Yeah.
Can you tell me, share a story or an experience of where you have felt fully seen by your fellow women, you know, especially, I mean, your studio is called Amiga. You know, it's not Amigos or, you know, it's Amiga.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean it's just solely for women. It's very inclusive.
Yeah.
But, and your business partner is Ginger, another woman director. So let's where does that resonate with you? Women celebrating, collaborating together.
Well, one thing I want to bring up to not counter it, but like shed more light on what it means to be women owned is that doesn't mean that we only learn from women, because men have so much experience in this space. I make sure to partner with men and bring on men and take notes from men. Sometimes I'm a little embarrassed. I'm like, so how do you set that up? What is that called? Because that just shows that I'm a noob.
Yeah.
But also, I'm not going to let that fear stop me from learning.
Yeah, absolutely.
And 100% of the time, they're excited to show me.
Yes.
They're excited to teach me. If I forget how to do it, say I rent that equipment, I forget how to do it on set the next time, I can text them real quick. I'm like, how do you do this on that? And they're like, got you. I feel like it's very important to not be afraid of hiring men who empower you.
Absolutely.
It's very important. And I still believe in a ratio, though.
Yeah. Balance.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, with that ratio, Amiga definitely wants to empower putting women in leadership roles.
Absolutely.
So, whether that's a DP, first assist, other photographers, creative directors, producers, like we really want to give those opportunities to the women who want them and who want to strive for great work along us. Like we're all learning together and we're all going to combine our resources and make it happen. Yeah.
No, like shout out to our allies, our male allies out there on set. I think I in my journey, a lot of my, especially at the beginning, a lot of my mentors were male.
Yeah.
And a lot of white males too.
Yeah.
And I resonate a lot with what you say. Like a lot of them have so much wisdom, and many of my mentors are much older, so they have some like old school ways of doing creative problem solving, and their trades, they're trades that are now being lost to AI or like, but no, also someone that I collaborate a lot with is also another male. So it's like my practices is honoring that duality, for things to really flow and work. We all have masculine, feminine energy.
Yeah.
And I think for a long time in our industry, we had to show up super, super masculine energy because that was the game. And now we're in an era or in a time where we're really embracing our femininity and what that means like on set. And I think I've shared this with you. Like women in production are so badass because we're different breeds.
Yeah.
I definitely think we're different breeds.
Yeah.
I would love to hear in your own words, what does it mean to show up in your divine feminine, like in your work?
I would like to have a baby someday.
Yeah.
And I hear so many stories of, being business owner, photographer, someone in production, and being pregnant. Like that combo, gray zone. You don't know how people are going to respond. You don't know if people are going to say your pregnancy makes you unfit for a shoot day, like a 10-hour shoot day. But I have intentionally, favorited on Instagram women photographers who are pregnant right now.
Yeah.
Just to like be in my face that exists.
Yeah.
And they can thrive.
You know what you want.
Yeah.
And part of your practice is like seeing and modeling.
Yeah.
And now that you said that you've been favoriting the photographers on social and seeing them is giving you kind of like that foundation to know that it exists and you can create that for yourself.
It's a vibe, They are sharing and
energy.
showcasing their femininity and celebrating it. And I think that is so powerful. I slowly am learning to showcase my own femininity through, I don't know if this is feminine, but like being silly.
Absolutely.
Being like me, not feeling that I have to be this professional, like stiff person.
Yeah.
Being welcoming, being like, I think showing up as I am is always a practice of like, okay, I am fine. This is who I am. Like maybe I got to pull out the masculine actually a little bit.
Tap into it.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I think embracing your duality is just always a good something.
I love it. I love it. Can you tell me a little bit about how you feel? I've heard you say this before when you're in a session with somebody, because you tend to do portraits and there's always humans.
Yeah.
Human connection. Can you walk me through somatically in your body, like What are you feeling when you're creating these images and like connecting with another human?
Mm-hmm. Well, the process does not start cute. I'll tell you that. Girl, I sweat. Literally, the first thing that happens is I get really hot and I sweat. I call it, when I'm like being silly, this is kind of gross, but I'm like, my creative juices are happening. That's kind of gross. Maybe you can cut that.
It's real. It's real.
But once I go through my hot flash, I'm good. Then I'm like, wow, like this person in front of me came here. I'm excited for them. Like, wow, they're a beautiful human. Then I just start admiring them and gushing over them and like loving who they are already or giving them some love. I feel like I built this little bubble where I'm like, it's just us.
Yes.
Like, let's have fun.
I see that in your work. I see the warmth. I see the embrace you're giving them. No matter what, if it's a lifestyle, if it's a portrait, editorial, like I see it. Also your colors, like you're very intentional with your color grading. But it's beautiful to hear that you create this bubble. I want to share with you that it is translating. In your bio, you share, in your portfolio, joy, that you like to bring joy and human connection. And is that like an intentional? Is that something that you wish to put more out into the world? Where does that come from?
Well, I think it's rooted in where my journey started. It's like the high school Valentine's portrait day.
Yeah.
I wanted to create joy on a mundane school day, and that just does something to people. That just like your day gets better. When your day gets better, you can share that with someone else and that gets better. Like that chain reaction that joy makes.
Yeah.
I am so like pleased by it. I love it. I love it so much. And I think if I'm meeting someone for the first time and if I can give someone joy, I feel like they also let their guard down.
Yeah.
Like we're having a fun moment together. We're both silly. I'm human. I'm imperfect. I'm a sweaty mess. Like who cares? Like we're here to make something fun happen. We're here to make something beautiful. Let's just do it. Let's like guards down. Let's have fun. Yeah. I think it's just a feeling that I want more of.
Yeah.
It's like, why not?
Why not chase those feelings?
Yeah.
I love that you brought up death essentially and how death can be a motivator, or not even a motivator, sometimes just a reminder of embracing. That's something you have definitely taught me. You're so good on your self-care, and coming back to it, even if you fall off for a minute, but also the goofiness, the playfulness that you and your husband like share. Describe to me a moment where you felt fully seen in your practice or in your life.
In my practice, I will say there's definitely one shoot that always sticks out to me where it was just me, client, and an assistant. And I came in so confident. I put on the music I wanted. I made people feel welcome. I was playful. I made time to shoot what I wanted. I didn't only get what they wanted, but I was like, hey, I'm going to have a 5-minute buffer every shot and explore. Yeah. And those ideas I was able to explore became a bus wrap, is like me giving myself freedom helped me become seen. When you show up as your full self and don't let client expectations overwhelm you, I think that's when you're able to be seen the most. You're able to like trust your creative vision, trust your ideas, be open to collaboration. I think you really got to I really have to let go of, ego, such as saying a client pulls out an idea that is not going to work.
Yeah.
I have to let go and be like, here, let me show you real quick. Awesome. It's not working. But I got a solution. This is what it looks like. And they're like,
Yeah.
That's how you collaboratively let yourself be seen. And I feel like with surprisingly beauty shoots, that happens for me a lot.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I wanted to know, as we're getting ready to close, what is it about creating your art, your work, that makes your heart sing?
Well, I think it's really about self-expression. A lot of ideas come to me when I'm listening to music or on a walk, just observing. Or when I'm with a friend and I'm gushing over them. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I have an idea. I have to fulfill it,
Yeah.
I think it's about fulfilling the visions that I get when I'm walking or with friends or inspired. I know that if I'm inspired, it can inspire someone else.
Mm-hmm.
And at the beginning of my career, I didn't think that could happen. I didn't think that a picture of a girl smiling could make someone else smile.
Mm.
But in the early days, I remember a producer randomly emailing me saying, oh my God, I love this new photo on your website. Her smile made me smile. Have a great day. And I was like, oh my God, that I didn't even think that could happen.
Yeah.
So again, going back to joy, if me creating and honoring my visions can help create joy in the world, then I'm gonna go for it.
Good. Is there anything you feel like our community or our industry needs? Let's start from again, light and shadow. Is there something we need more of? And then what can you share something we have an abundance of, a positive?
I think we need more reflection. I think we need more time understanding what we want instead of behaving how we think we should. If we can all just be a little more intentional with our responses, I think we'd be in a better place.
Yeah.
Or communications would be better. Yeah.
That's a good one, though. Communication. Because everything really transparent, honest, respectful communication is a good foundation. To be mindful and to not forget that we're all humans.
Yeah.
Because I've had experiences where I've said the wrong thing in an email. But it's an email, so tone gets lost and things get misinterpreted. To be mindful of others people's interpretation of your words.
Yes.
I think I would add accountability,
Yeah.
leaving room for people to hold themselves accountable, to say I made a mistake. That wasn't my intention. I didn't mean it that way. Because in the work we do, it moves so fast.
Yeah.
So fast.
Yeah.
So many fires everywhere. We're just running through fire.
Yeah. It's I get it. I get why we want to be quick, but instead of doing it in 2 seconds, give me 5 minutes.
Yes.
Let's actually talk about it and level up our work in that 5 minutes.
Yeah.
If you don't like this, let's explore why.
Yeah.
Don't just say make it better.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's okay, let's take the time to explore.
Is there anything you want to share and impart, as we close out our conversation?
1, don't be afraid to create your bubble on set, to do what you need to within reason. Don't go crazy. I mean, I don't know what crazy is, but don't be afraid to create your bubble and do what you can to create that safe space for you to create.
Yeah.
Whether, like, for me, that's music, it's making time to talk to the model. Sometimes it's researching beforehand or
Yeah.
getting inspired, making that a priority. It's like
Mm.
the other type of work. Another thing I'd like to say is don't be afraid to reach out. If you're looking at someone else and you're like, how did they get there? Like, say like, wow, their image looks so good. What is this light? Like, how did this light happen? Don't be afraid to ask.
Mm-hmm.
You're allowed to be an admirer and
Yeah.
to compliment someone
Mm-hmm.
and ask how they did it. And if they don't want to share, so be it. But you're allowed to explore your curiosities and see who can give you feedback. Last one is find your people.
Mm.
I am so grateful to have so many people in my corner for
Yeah.
so many different little things. And, you know, whether it's you, Ginger, my husband, my nephew, like,
Yeah.
making time for the people in your corner and always seeing those relationships or nurturing those relationships is important.
Mm.
So one shadow thing that I
Yeah.
did deal with back in the day is I put work over family and friends, and I lost a friend because of it. I had bailed on her one too many times for a client that I was always complaining about. It was the women empowerment client.
Yeah.
And, you know, one too many bails, and she blocked me.
Yeah.
And she was like one of my best friends.
Yeah.
Which I get. Like, I'm letting her down again and again and again. So don't be like that.
Nurture those who nurture you.
Yeah, nurture those who nurture you. Life first, and make work, work around it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing your words, your stories, your thoughts. I feel how I always feel after our walks or being in space together, where I feel like I've shared this with you, but I get like big sister vibes from you. You're such a sage and wisdom. I've ugly cried in front of you so many times about all kinds of things, work, boys, motherhood, life. But you always leave me with gems, but also just the little bit of fire and inspiration I need to take that next step forward. You've also taught me, and I want to share this with the community, like find the people who encourage you and give you that push, but also who remind you that you're still the one pushing. You're still the one taking the step. To still give yourself your own flowers. And you've always been that for me, Naomi. Like, you always check me and remind me that, like, yeah, people are maybe giving you some help here and here, but it's still you showing up for you.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you so much for being here, always there. And I would like to close checking out. How's your mind, body, and spirit now?
Well, same. Like, I love our conversations. I feel full.
Thank you. Full. That's beautiful. Yeah. That's a wrap.
Yay!